excited about this because well, let me introduce myself first of all. I'm Andrea Lehman. This is my sister-in-law, Angela Lehman. We got started with Young Living about 13 years ago when Angie's mom, my mother-in-law, Deb Lehman, introduced us to the oils. She was going through menopause, perimenopause time in her life, and so a friend of hers had oils that could help. And so that was her introduction. She then gave us oils for Christmas. I knew nothing about them. I wasn't naturally minded at all. I grew up in a very Western medicine family, so I didn't really know anything about natural stuff, and I probably thought it was kind of weird. The oils that she gave us went up in my medicine cabinet, and they stayed there for a while. Luckily, I listened to my mother-in-law when she kept prodding me to bust out the thieves oil and to use it for my immune system, which was needing a little bit of support. I was a school teacher, struggling just with everything that would come through the classroom, having to take days off every month or two. And so when I finally tried the thieves oil, it worked, and it worked really well. And it opened up my eyes to what else might be out there. I always say that the oils were my gateway drug into natural living, and they really were, because they did. It was like, okay, so this works and it's natural, so let me learn a little bit more. And so from that time, 13 years ago, it's been quite a journey of discovery, a discovery of all of the toxins and crud that's out there in the world, and just so many other pieces. To me, it comes down to a few things that, if most people paid attention to these things, we would be a much healthier society. It comes down to what we put in our body, right? What we fuel our body with. It comes down to eliminating toxins from our life, okay, and detoxing the stuff that we already have going on in our system. And it comes down to whole food supplementation, because we can't get everything that we need. Just in our current climate, we can't get everything that we need from the food, even if we are paying attention to good food sources. So supplementing in the areas that we need is also important for optimal health. I would throw in a couple extra things. Obviously, we need plenty of good quality water, and we need sunshine, and we need to work on emotions, right? Because emotions can have a huge impact on our physical health as well. So those things. And community, which right now, right, like all of us are craving community. Well, maybe some of you introverts out there. I'm a little bit introverted. I can do okay by myself for a while, but then I need people. But we need community. So let's get started. Let me share screen and pull up our PowerPoint here. Let me pull this to the front and do the slideshow. There we go. Can I get a thumbs up so everybody see the PowerPoint? Yes? Yay. All right. So detoxing our homes. So here's the deal, kind of like what I was saying, it's not enough anymore just to eat organic. We have so many things being thrown at us environmentally and in the just commercial products that are out there that we aren't told can have dangerous side effects, right? So if we're eating organically, yet we are spraying and rubbing and washing, our largest organ, which is our skin, with toxic chemicals, we've missed something. And so it's super important for us to begin to pay attention to what we are putting on our bodies and what we are breathing in, as well as what we are consuming. Did you know that it takes 26 seconds for chemicals that we put on our skin to enter our bloodstream? Let that sink in for a second. It takes 26 seconds. And 70% of what goes on our body actually goes into our body. So once again, it's super important for us to pay careful attention to what we are using, what products we're using. So I want to stop here for a second. We're going to be giving away 4 or 5 products throughout the course of the class. So here's my first question for you guys, and what you're going to want to do. Oh, and is it easy to do that when I have the PowerPoint pulled up? Is it easy to go to the chat feature for everybody? It's not showing up on my end.
So you just manually have to get a little chat guy. So he's still underneath the word chat at the bottom of your, no, you actually, if you're sharing your screen.
Like I can't see any chat stuff down at the bottom.
We can.
You can.
We all can.
So
you just can't because, yep.
Okay, perfect. So everybody else has their chat box. Let me explain this really quickly. if you're on your computer, if you click on chat down at the bottom, you're gonna be able to type in answers. Because I can't see it, Ange, I'm gonna have you randomly pick names, okay? And then we'll just announce it. If you're on your phone, you're gonna have to tap your face, okay? And that's gonna pull up some stuff down at the bottom, all right?
I love when you say that, tap your face.
Tap the face of the phone. So click, and then it's gonna pull up stuff down at the bottom. And if you click on participants, I believe, it's gonna show you the chat feature. And then when you go to that, then you can type in from your phone too. Okay, so here's the first question. I wanna know, some of you have been with Young Living for a long time, some of you are brand new, maybe some of you this is your first or second month with Young Living. Some of you have histories of just being into the natural lifestyle, and some of you are learning, like you're where I was when we started using Young Living, where you had no idea, and I was like, okay, eyes opening. So my question to you is, since joining Young Living, what is one area of health that has been kind of illuminated for you, or an area that you're researching because you got involved with Young Living? What is something that has become interesting to you in the health field since you joined this company? So go ahead and just type that into the chat feature, and then we're gonna have Ange, I'll have you choose a name and you'll announce it the next time we come around to the chat feature. Okay, so I'm gonna give just a second here for you to type those in, and then we will continue on. 26 seconds. One of the other things that's important to know is that putting the chemicals on your skin where they're getting into your bloodstream may actually be more dangerous than taking it internally, than taking a chemical internally, because it's bypassing so much of what's set up to help our body deal with the chemicals. And when you do that, when it enters the bloodstream, it can cause more harm before they're filtered through the liver. And also, our body will try, if it has the chemicals in it, it doesn't know what to do with them because they're not compatible with the body. And so a lot of times those chemicals will be stored in the fatty tissues of our body and can cause, because of bioaccumulation, because, like, it's not just using one product one day, it's using these products day after day after day. Bioaccumulation happens, and then they can really begin to cause issues down the road, right? It's not gonna happen after one exposure or after 10 exposures. It's that bioaccumulation. All right, so let's move on. And let me tell you, but one of you is gonna win. Angie's gonna announce that random winner shortly. But one of you is gonna win a Thieves sanitizer. How does that sound to you? You all right with winning a Thieves hand sanitizer? I bought 2 of them today. One of you is gonna get one of them. All right, so here we go. Moving on. So we all want clean homes, right? But do we have to sacrifice our health to do it? And I can think back to before I was introduced. Whoa, what just happened with the red? I don't know why that just came up on the screen. Is everybody else seeing that, or is that just on my end? I don't know what that is. All right. Anyway, but when we started using the oils 13 years ago, and I was introduced to the Thieves household cleaner, at the time I had a chemical for dusting, and I had another cleaner for the bathtubs, and another cleaner for the windows, and another cleaner for just like normal household stuff. You guys, I had 4 or 5, maybe 6 different things that I was using, all of them laden with chemicals. So it's super important for us as we look at our home, which is in an enclosed space. They say the air quality in the home is 2 to 5 times worse than the air quality outside of the home because of all of the things that we are using in our home. So super important that as we are keeping our homes clean, that we aren't sacrificing our own health to do so. Let's look at Young Living's mission statement. Okay, there we go. What? I don't know where the red lines are from, guys. Is there a way for me to get rid of that, Ange?
Just do up underneath. Under share, you can just do undo. And then undo again. It should take off because you have it. Oh, well, not that so much.
Not that.
But it's gone. I mean, the whole thing is
gone, right? So if I go back to it now.
It's okay. It's just, it's an
it's
annotation.
done. It's
Yep,
done.
it's fine.
All right, so YL mission statement, we honor our stewardship to champion nature's living energy, essential oils, by fostering a community of healing and discovery while inspiring individuals to wellness, purpose, and abundance. And I love that about this company, because not only are you finding better wellness through the natural products that Young Living offers, but it's purpose. When you begin to share with, you know, your best friend or your mom or your sister the things that you're learning that are helping you to lead a healthier life, there's purpose in that, right? And we'll touch just for a minute at the end of this presentation about the abundance piece of it as well. So we go on to the next slide. Next slide. Young that's available. And so oral care, skin care, hair care, nutritional supplements, household cleaning products, products for kids, products for babies, products for animals. Really, it is a one-stop shop. So if we go on to the next slide, this is the time, right? We're in spring. This is the time that people are getting into that whole spring cleaning thing, maybe even more so for some of you right now, those of you who are working from home or aren't working at all right now, maybe you've gotten into spring cleaning. I'll tell you that when all of this kind of went down and, you know, we were asked to social distance and stay in our homes more and things like that, I had all of these grandiose ideas of decluttering our entire house, right? Like taking a room at a time. I'll tell you, I haven't done any of it yet. Probably need to be diffusing a little bit of motivation oil. So let's do another giveaway really quickly. We're gonna give away a motivation oil. I wanna know from you, what is the one area in your house that you need to tackle right now? Is it, maybe it's a deep cleaning of the refrigerator, maybe it's, you know, the kids' playroom that's just gotten crazy. Maybe it's, you know, the bathroom cabinets that you need to go through, but what is it that needs to be decluttered in your house right now? And if any of you say, nothing, my house is totally perfect, one, I'm jealous. Two, I think you're probably lying, because everybody has, you guys remember the Friends episode? You guys watch Friends, the Monica closet? She's like, Monica's the neat freak, right? But she even had a closet that needed help. So what is that one area? And as they're putting the answers in, would you come live and tell us who the winner was of the first giveaway of the Thieves hand sanitizer?
Winner number one was Holly Larter. Holly wrote that she's using products because of her kids.
Awesome.
I think I have that right. Holly, Holly, Larter. Congratulations, okay. Holly.
Holly, now I know we have some people who maybe aren't Young Living members on this call yet. If you win and you're not yet a Young Living member, please send me a personal message on Facebook or let the person who invited you know to get me your mailing address so that I can get this out to you. Other than that, I'm just, as long as these are your names in the virtual office, I'm just gonna look up your name and we'll be able to get that straight to you. All right, so everybody got their answers in? We're ready to move on. All right, one of the things I want to make sure you guys are aware of is that we're doing, how is that happening?
It's a sweet, okay, it happens accidentally, and I'm not going to name any names. I've had a sweet angel tell me where it's coming from. And it's a sweet,
else.
Yeah, it's not you, it's someone else. But I will say it's just a feature of the remote control or the annotation or whatever. It's no big deal, and it can go away. It's fine.
Okay.
We don't care.
I'm gonna do that again because then when I pull it up again, it'll be gone. Awesome. All right. So what I was wanting to tell you is that, why can't I see your faces now? Gosh dang it. This is y'all, can I just tell you, technology is not my jam. Technology is not my jam. So I'm doing the best that I can in these circumstances to bring to you relevant and helpful information regarding your health, and technology is not my friend. All right, so let me pull it up again. I'm just trying to figure out how to see you guys again. For some reason, when I pull it back up, it's not. Okay, here we go. All right, we are good. I'm good. View slideshow. All right. So what I was going to say was that if you are part of our LW and Lifestyle group, we have a contest going on this month. So anytime that you get rid of something that's full of the chemicals that we're going to talk about right now, and you replace it, you tell us what you're replacing it with from Young Living, you're going to go in, we're going to give away some cash, not cash prizes, but credits on your account that you can use on free product in Young Living. So you'll want to make sure to snap a picture when you are doing some of that decluttering, getting rid of some of the stuff that's been, like under your cabinets and stuff, and let us know what you're replacing it with. All right, so let's look at some of these offending chemicals. The first one, parabens. So I'll tell you this, Young Living's Savvy Minerals makeup is free of parabens. There are a lot of makeup companies that say that they are clean companies that still have parabens in them. It was one of the hardest things for me to find. Once I was really getting rid of everything, it was really hard for me to find makeup that didn't have parabens in it. Well, guess what? Young Living Savvy Minerals is free of it. But what do parabens do? Okay, so they're used in the cosmetics to prevent bacterial growth, and so that there's a longer shelf life on the beauty products. And so most cosmetics have this in it. They mimic estrogen in our bodies. That is not a good thing. They've been linked to breast cancer and reproductive issues. In fact, in cancer cells, they have found parabens. Not a good thing. And parabens are something that have been banned in Japan and Sweden. It's under review in the UK. And here's what's super sad is that in the US, we don't ban, I don't want to say anything. There are some things that have been banned, but in comparison to what Europe bans, I mean, it is minuscule what we ban. We let so many chemicals be used in products, and there's no education on what they're doing. Okay, the next one, triclosan. Now, I was doing a little bit of research today on this. A lot of the hand purifiers now are excluding triclosan. So I'm glad to see that they are actually stepping up the game a little bit. So you can find some commercial hand sanitizer products that don't have triclosan anymore, but there still are products out there that do. So what is it? It's antibacterial, antifungal. It's an endocrine disruptor. So the endocrine system in our body, which is chemical communication in our body, has to do with our glands and our hormones and things like that. This is a disruptor to our endocrine system. It pollutes our aquatic ecosystem. It's a pesticide, yuck. And studies show that it doesn't work any better than using just regular soap. So it's toxic to thyroid. And if you know anything about, I would say specifically women and thyroid right now, it is at epidemic levels, the amount of women that are struggling with thyroid issues. And you have to ask yourself, what is going on? Anyway, so triclosan is definitely one that you don't want to have. Obviously, Young Living soaps and hand sanitizers do not have triclosan. Okay, phthalates. Okay, phthalates are found in a lot of different products, cleaners, lotions, body sprays, deodorants, plastic packaging. It's a carcinogen, which means that it can be cancer-causing. It's been linked to birth defects, lowered sperm count. Think about couples who are dealing with infertility. So much of fertility issues can be solved when we eliminate the toxins in our life. Toxins are causing so much infertility. Damages reproductive organs, linked to early puberty in girls. And once again, this is one that has already been banned in Europe, but it hasn't in the good old US of A. Fragrances. Okay, let's talk fragrances for a second. I want to give you a documentary to watch. I know some of you probably have a little time on your hands these days. It's called Stink. You can find it on Amazon Prime. And it's going to be very eye-opening to you. And it's going to make you very thankful that you're part of Young Living and you have your essential oils and you have a full disclosure company and things like that. Fragrances are found anything, really anything that has a fragrance or a smell to it, you can be sure that there's a bunch of chemicals in it that they call fragrance, and it's proprietary, so they aren't going to tell you what the chemicals are that make up the fragrance. So fragrance may include phthalates, neurotoxins, synthetic musks. Obviously, fragrances can be very allergenic. A lot of people are scared to try essential oils because of their experience with synthetic fragrances. All right, so you can see some of these other things that fragrances have been linked to down here, things like brain damage, headaches, memory loss, speech, hearing, and vision problems. All right, sodium lauryl sulfate. So this is one of the most dangerous ingredients used in cleaners and personal care products. Laboratories use it to purposely irritate skin. Get this, they use it to purposely irritate skin so that they can test the effectiveness of healing agents on irritated skin. How about that? But this is used in things like our shampoos. It's an emulsifier. It's used in commercial toothpaste and things like that. So it has been banned in Europe and Canada, but once again, it's used all over the place in the USA. All right. So these are some of the reasons why you want to avoid this particular chemical. It's corrosive, it's considered a pesticide, can create mouth ulcers, it's mutagenic, shown to cause DNA mutations, yuck. Eye damage, it's a pollutant, it's an irritant, okay? This is important, it's a penetration enhancer, meaning that it breaks down skin's protective barrier, bringing other chemicals deeper into the body. Definitely one that you want to avoid. So check all of your labels, make sure that there's no sodium lauryl sulfate in them. All right, let's look at the next one. Propylene glycol, all right? Propylene glycol, once again, is in a bunch of different personal care products. It's in children's and baby products. You guys, propylene glycol is so toxic that they require gloves and goggles when disposing of and burying it. Yet it's in our products. Crazy. You know, the same thing with vaccines. If they break open the vial of vaccines that have different components in it, it's considered a biohazard. Yet it can be injected into our children. Like, sick, right? You see the inconsistencies in how we're dealing with chemicals in the US. So mouthwash products so that's propylene glycol. Now let's talk about alcohol. Mouthwash products with an alcohol content over 25% are linked to cancer of the mouth, tongue, and throat. Fortunately, Young Living's mouthwash does not have any alcohol in it. All right, so it's good quality. It includes things like colloidal silver, which is really antibacterial. It has all of the great oils in it. It has vetiver in it. I didn't even realize it had vetiver in it, but really great quality essential oils. So that's definitely one that you want to do a switch out. If you have a mouthwash that has alcohol in it, get rid of it. All right, so we live in a chemical world. Here's a few more things. You can see DEA, nonylphenols, petrolatum, and metals. Guys, metals are a whole another topic to get into. We want to be really careful about heavy metal levels in our bodies. I'm actually doing a heavy metal detox right now because that can be linked to thyroid health as well as a whole host of other things. You know, if you have the amalgam fillings in your teeth, that's, you know, the older way that they did fillings. If you have any of the silver fillings in your teeth, you want to find a holistic practitioner, a holistic dentist. Don't go to any dentist because they won't do safe removal most likely, but find somebody who specializes in that, and you want to get that metal out of your mouth. It can cause a whole host of things. But our antiperspirants have aluminum in them, okay? Once again, linked to breast cancer. All right. So we live in a chemical world. We just have to do the best as consumers to read labels and to be aware of what we're putting on our bodies. I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday, like, we can't catch everything, right? Like, there's gonna be things that get by us, things that we're not aware of, but I believe that when we know better, we do better. So now that we have an awareness of what these chemicals can do in our body, it's our responsibility to ourselves and to our families to make sure that we are not using products that have any of this in it. Let's talk about greenwashing for a second. This is real cool. Not. So basically, this is commercial brands who have caught on to the idea of healthy, natural ideas, and so they charge more for their products, but it's found that their products still have the chemicals in it. So they'll call it green, you know, but if you look, there's still toxic ingredients in what they're selling. So once again, don't just assume because something is considered or called green, called eco-friendly, whatever, that it has ingredients that you're going to want to use on yourself and your family. So here's a few just quick tips for limiting chemical exposure in your house. Using a damp rag when you're dusting. So the reason you would want to use a damp rag is you don't want everything to stir up. Like if you're using just like a normal rag, it's all going into the air again. And if there's chemicals there, you're breathing those chemicals in. You want to let fresh air circulate through your home. You heard me say earlier that indoor air quality is 2 to 5 times worse than outdoor air quality. So, you know, when you can, opening up windows and letting fresh air in, obviously diffusing essential oils, which help to clean the air, things like that. Wash the produce, okay? Produce, if you're not, even if you are buying organic, it's still not the same as getting, you know, fresh local ingredients from a farm near you. It's just not. So washing your produce with the fruit and veggie wash is a really important step for helping to eliminate toxins. And then using natural plant-based cleaners. So speaking of natural plant-based cleaners, here we go. How many of you are familiar with this one? Are you loving this cleaner? I know we have used it, I mean, since the beginning. I don't know how many months it took us to try Thieves Household Cleaner for the first time, but it has been a staple in our house since then. And literally, it was probably a year or so after we started using the oils and started trying some of these different things, and I started learning about all of the chemicals, that I pitched everything. I can remember the day where I just went under all of our cabinets and threw everything away, because you guys, this one cleaner can clean everything. Literally can clean everything. So there's different dilutions that you do with it. Let's go ahead and give a bottle of Thieves away. So I'm gonna ask you the question and then go ahead and respond. And then while I'm doing that, Ange, if you will give us the winner of the last one, somebody's gonna get that motivation oil. But let me ask the question real quick and get you guys started. So I wanna know, one, are you already using Thieves Cleaner? What's one way that you use it? And if you are new to it, would you like to try it, okay? So go ahead and comment, and we're gonna choose one of you to win. And then, Ange, who was our winner of the motivation oil?
Ruth Falls was the winner of the motivation oil. F-A-U-L-L-S. Ruth Falls.
Falls, F-A, did you say F-A-L-S?
F-A-U-L-L-S.
L-L-S, okay. Awesome.
Yep. And just so you know, these, I actually have my mom working with, in conjunction with me. We are picking random numbers and comments. So this is not rigged, just so everybody's wondering how we're coming up with names.
You to choose their name or anything like that?
Yeah. And I also, Andrea, while people are writing in their answers, do you remember how long was it until you drank the Thieves Household Cleaner? Because my daughter saw you do that, and when she turned 13, she said, okay, Mom, I'm old enough, can I drink the Thieves Household Cleaner now too, like Auntie Andrea? So yeah, there's that, because we were trying to make the point that it's non-toxic.
There is that. We were teaching a Thieves class, I don't know, it was a couple years in. We were teaching a Thieves class, and I took a capful of the Thieves Cleaner and literally drank it. I do not recommend it. It does not taste good, but I was okay. All right.
I also shared in the lifestyle group today, I just want to give a point of reference. Melissa Pepping had a lot of people are really concerned about how to talk about Thieves Household Cleaner right now, and surfactants and disinfecting and anti-da-da-da. So Melissa Pepping had a really, really good response to that. So I shared that in the Business Builders group today, in the lifestyle group today, along with Connie McDaniel's recipe for how she's doing some mixing and matching for some DIY spray. So please just refer to those recipes if you're wanting more information, especially for how we can talk about it online safely.
Awesome. Thank you for that. So Thieves Household Cleaner is 100% plant-based, plant and mineral-based. Gets out tough stains and problem areas in the home without harsh or abrasive chemicals. It's biodegradable and it complies with EPA standards. So really quickly, some of you might not know the story of Thieves, like where the name came from, because it's kind of an interesting name, right? So the founder of a company, Gary Young, he found this story, this legend in archives in London that talked about the times of the bubonic plagues in Europe and how there were these thieves that were stealing stuff off of the dead bodies and they weren't getting sick. So in exchange for a lesser sentence, when they were caught, they were asked to give up their secret for staying well. And they were spice traders, and they were covering themselves in a similar blend. So this is clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, lemon, rosemary. And that was keeping them well. So Gary formulated the Thieves recipe based off of that legend. And so it's why we have all of our, household cleaning supplies with Thieves in it, and all of our oral care products with Thieves in it, and then obviously the Thieves oil, things like that. So super powerful blend, and it really is the one that hooked me on the oil, and it made me really take a look at what was this stuff that I was using. All right, so going on to the next slide. So here are some great cleaning oils. So if you are a DIY person, it's not me, but if it's you, here are some oils that you can use in a DIY application. Some people will add this to vinegar for cleaning. Cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, thyme. Thyme is powerhouse. Spruce, lemon, lemongrass, grapefruit, tea tree, and then the blends of Thieves Purification, Citra Fresh. Those are all great choices if you are making up your own cleaner. And in a 15 ml bottle of oil, there's 250 drops. So it's super simple and cost effective if you're just throwing, 10 or 20 drops of the oil into whatever your cleaning solution is. All right, so let's move on from household cleaning. And let's look, and here's just some different Thieves products like we were talking about. And I'll tell you that the Thieves spray came back in stock today, and it's still, as of right before this class, it was still in stock. The Thieves purifiers are back out, but the Thieves spray as well as the Thieves foaming hand soap are still in stock at the moment. So you might want to grab those before those run out. All right, so let's look at beauty care a little bit. I want you guys to think, and this is our next giveaway, okay? I want you guys to think about how many products you put on your skin a day. So start, in the morning, from the time that you wake up, what are you putting on, including doing your hair, including your makeup, like all of the makeup products, right? If you're doing makeup daily, think about brushing your teeth. Think about, your showers in the morning or in the evening or whatever. Think about lotions. Like, how many products do you think you're putting on your skin every day? And I'm not saying toxic ones, because some of you have probably got rid of everything, but just how many personal care products do you use every day? So I want you to think really quickly, and I want you to put your number in the chat. And Ange, do you have our last winner of the cleaner?
I do. The cleaner winner is Hannah Print.
Hannah, can you spell the last name for me?
Print.
Print. That's easy. All right. So we have this going on. We're going to give away a lengthening mascara, which just came out from Young Living.
I won it. Can I win? Can I win?
I just got all of my new products today. I need to do like a unboxing in the lifestyle group of all of the new products. Super excited. I left them in the box. I haven't taken them out. They just arrived today. I was like, ooh, unboxing. All right. So hopefully you guys have all of your answers in there. We are going to move on. All right. So this is interesting. 89% of chemicals present, just as a whole, in the products that we use daily have not been tested for public safety. There's no studies about the cumulative effect of using all of these products together. Craziness. Let's talk about oral care for a moment. Okay, so Young Living has several different toothpastes, so that's good to know. They have a whitening toothpaste, which I love. I would say that most people who have been used to commercial toothpastes for their whole lives, probably the one that's going to be the easiest adjustment would be the Thieves whitening toothpaste. But let's talk about this a little bit, because when we put anything in our mouth, we have that mucosal lining underneath our tongue, okay? And so whatever we're putting in is absorbed very, very quickly. So it's very interesting. It doesn't make sense, but on your commercial toothpaste, it says, if swallowed, call poison control, or something along those lines, right? However, we're asked to brush our teeth for 1 to 2 minutes and to hold that toothpaste in our mouth. So while we're doing that, we're getting like a 90% absorption rate under our tongue. So all of those chemicals that we're not supposed to be swallowing are still going into our systems. Crazy. So that's why I'm super thankful for the Thieves products. They are free of the sodium lauryl sulfate. They are free of fluoride. We hear that we need to have fluoride in our toothpaste. I can tell you that that is a farce. As soon as I stopped using a fluoride toothpaste, I stopped getting cavities. And I used to get cavities all of the time. I'm seeing raised hands. People are agreeing. So I don't want to go against your dentist, but I would tell you to do your own research on that one. Fluoride is a known neurotoxin. Fluoride can mess up our thyroid. Fluoride can be part of calcifying our pineal gland. It is not good. You don't want it, even in small amounts. So I'm super thankful for Young Living's oral care line. All right, next slide. All right, this is the Orange Blossom facial care product. So there's the charcoal bar soap, there's the facial wash, and there's the moisturizer. Young Living also has an art line, okay? So art line that has a gentle cleanser and the moisturizer and the toner. I love, love, love their toner. So all kinds of facial products to choose from. I would say, if I was going to categorize these, I would say that the Orange Blossom is more for like young skin, great for teenagers, great for youthful skin, and I would say that the art is probably more for aging skin. I've just moved over to the art line in the last year. I love the art products, but these are great too. So take a look at all of them. Just make sure that what you're using on your face is free of the toxins. Okay, one of the things to note about the Orange Blossom products is it contains MSM. MSM is basically sulfur. It is sulfur, which is naturally occurring in your body. Sulfur is really good for your skin. It's really good for your hair, for your nails. It is, MSM helps you to produce glutathione, which is an antioxidant. Our bodies need glutathione. So definitely one that you want, a product you want to be putting on your skin, as well as taking internally through sulfurzyme. Sulfurzyme is a supplement that Young Living has that is just MSM and neutral wolfberry, and really good for muscle recovery, really good for people who are dealing with, I don't know how to say this compliantly, so I'm not going to say it, but do your own research on MSM. Okay. Young Living's shampoos, okay? Once again, shampoos often have sodium lauryl sulfate in them. They often have fragrances in them, phthalates, lots of different things. Young Living's doesn't have any of them. So one of the things to note when you're going from a commercial shampoo to a natural shampoo is that it's not going to suds as much. Because it doesn't have that sodium lauryl sulfate, it's not going to suds as much. But I still feel like Young Living's natural shampoos, in comparison to other natural shampoos that I tried before I tried Young Living's, I still get a better lather from these. Now there's 3 different ones. There's a lavender volumizing, that's the one that I use. My hair, I would say, is fairly thin. It's not coarse, fairly thin, and it's greasy. And the lavender volumizing is truly the only one from Young Living that I can use. I've heard people who have more dry, maybe like curly hair, that the Copaiba one seems to be the best for them. And lavender mint, I don't know. I'd be interested to see I can't see the chat, but I'd be interested to see like what kind of hair seems to do well with the lavender mint.
I am not a Copaiba shampoo girl. I use the straight up lavender shampoo for my lavender. And I've never used the lavender mint. It's been a long time, but just the lavender one has been great.
I did try the lavender mint and it did not work for me like the straight up lavender does. So, but I would say if your hair is greasy and maybe like on the, I don't know. I feel like
Kyra says her daughter who is black enjoys or works great for her, the lavender mint.
Oh, well, her hair is definitely different from mine. So there you go. It can be used on a lot of different hair types. I would say if I was going to try one, I would probably do the lavender volumizing first and see how you do with that. All right, moving on. Soaps. So Young Living has, I just wanted to highlight this because Young Living has a ton of different soaps to choose from. Just to read a little bit about the bar soap, they're chemical-free, all natural ingredients. They cleanse, soothe, and soften the skin. Carefully selected essential oils to energize and rejuvenate your mind and body. These bar soaps contain no chemicals or synthetic preservatives. Let's talk deodorant because this is huge, all right? And Young Living has a bunch of options for you right now. But here's some of the toxic ingredients that can be found in deodorants. We already talked about aluminum that's in antiperspirants, parabens, we learned about parabens and propylene glycol, phthalates, and triclosans. So all of these ingredients can be found in commercial ones. And even, guys, even ones that are touted as being natural deodorants will still have some of these. So once again, check your ingredients. Women, listen to this, women with breast cancer who shaved their armpits and applied deodorant regularly were diagnosed 19 years earlier than those who did neither. So this is from the European Journal of Cancer. So there is a correlation between what we are putting in this area and breast cancer. Not that all breast cancers are caused by that, but there is a correlation. So we want to make sure, first of all, our body is meant to detox. And the armpits are an area where our body detox is. So when we use an antiperspirant, it is keeping everything that is meant to be released up in there, like in our bodies. We need to let that come out. That is healthy for our bodies. So you do not want to use an antiperspirant. None of Young Living's are antiperspirants, but there are, let me show you, 2 new ones that just came out recently are Citrigard, which is shown here, as well as Cinefresh. And I would say that these are closer to a commercial deodorant. Now, I'm still partial. I know that I am probably not among, like, a lot of people don't share this with me, but I still like the other ones better. And I think this is why, because I heard Gary Young talk about that the original Aroma Guard deodorants as being detoxifiers for your lymphatic system. He would talk about using them all over your lymph areas, okay? So here and down here and here, using them to help the lymphatic system detox. So not only are they a deodorant, but they're a lymphatic cleanser. So I love the old formulas for that, but these are really good. And what I've heard from other people is that they do a better job of keeping the stink away. But then you also have one other option that just came out this weekend. It's the Valor. I don't have a picture of it, but it's the Valor deodorant. And that's available online right now. I have it in our box that just came. I haven't smelled it yet, but I'm sure it's amazing. So that's that. Really quickly, Young Living has kids products as well. So the Kids Sense line includes shampoo and body wash and tender tush for mums, and also all of the kids line of already diluted oils so that they're easy to apply. There's not going to be any burning or irritation involved when you're applying these to your kids' skin directly. And then also Mighty Bites, Mighty Zymes, and Mighty Pro, which are the kids' supplements. A vitamin, an enzyme, and a prebiotic, probiotic. So great quality products for your children. And then released in the last couple of years, the Seedlings line. These make great gifts for baby showers, and I've done that. But I've also heard people talking about using them on themselves. I know that some people use the diaper rash ointment under their eyes for puffiness. My sister-in-law loves the Seedlings baby lotion better than any other lotion. So I've used the linen spray on our linens, and then obviously the baby wipes, we keep those in stock just to use as a wipe. Are fantastic. So great products there. And once again, natural, safe, effective. So I think most of you are already members, so we're just going to go through this really quickly. If you are on and you are not yet a Young Living member, just touch base with the person who shared this information with you so they can help you to get started. Let's just talk about this really quickly. So the way that most people start is with a premium starter kit. Comes with 12 essential oils. It comes with a diffuser. And what this does is it gives you 24% off. If you were to piece all of these products together and buy them separately at retail, they're over $300. But what you're getting for $165 is all of these oils, the diffuser, and 24% off for life. So anytime you go to order, you're going to get 24% off of whatever you order from Young Living. As you can see, Young Living is a lifestyle company. It's not just about a few oils. It's about learning and doing better and getting products that are going to help your body to feel better and to have less toxins. All right. Now, I always say that you getting your essential oil starter kit is not the win for you. It's not the win for your family, because essential oils are awesome and they are going to help. But really, it's the things that you do daily that are going to make a difference. And that's where Essential Rewards comes in. So Essential Rewards is Young Living's customer loyalty program. It's about getting a wellness box every month. And I always tell people, we take care of our cars. You know, we should be setting aside, a monthly part of our budget to take care of our cars, right? Maintenance, things like that. Do we do the same thing for our own health? This is a way for us to do that. It allows you to get supplements and personal care products and, essential oils that you're wanting to try and things like that in a box that you get to customize every month. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Our order is never the same, okay? But what happens when you order through the Essential Rewards program is that you get free products. Every 3 months, they're going to send you a free oil just for being a member of this program. You're going to get percentages back. So for the first 3 months, you're going to get 10% that goes into an account to use on free product. And then from months 4 to 24, you're going to get 20% back. And then after 24 months, after 2 years of being a member of Young Living in the Essential Rewards program, you're going to get 25% back every time you order. Can the Target card beat that? I don't think so. So along with that, Young Living has promotions every month. So starting at 100 PV, if you order $100 worth of product in that month on your Essential Rewards program, you're going to get whatever that free product is at 100. And then they also do them at 190 and 250 and 300. Sometimes they do a 400 one. Guys, we get everything. Like, we don't get anything at Target and Walmart anymore. We get food products from Young Living. I just ordered flour and pasta from Young Living because it's einkorn, which only has 14 chromosomes. It's healthier pasta for us, healthier flour for us. We get our personal care products. We get our supplements. We get, Like, we get our cleaning supplies, everything from Young Living. And so it's really easy to spend in those upper limits and to get all of the extra freebies and promo. Plus, we get 25% back. So it is a win-win for people who are wanting to live a healthier life. All right. So last thing I just want to touch on, this book is called The For Your Career. If you've not read this book, reach out to me on Facebook. I will get a copy in the mail to you if you are looking for a way to make extra money. So when we started with Young Living 13 years ago, I had no idea that this would turn into a business for us. I just fell in love with the products and I started sharing here and there with some friends and family. I wanted them to have these products. And I started getting checks. And it didn't take long before my checks were more than, actually, from the very first month that I started sharing, my checks were more than what my monthly orders were. And so that went on for 4 or 5 years where I was getting, $200 or $300 checks every month because I wanted people to have these products. They needed them. And then there came a moment for me, and I realized that I didn't see myself teaching for the rest of my life. And on top of that, we weren't really cutting it as teachers, like where we had more month at the end of the money instead of more money at the end of the month. And so I needed an extra stream of income. We had 2 kids at the time. And I decided that if I could match my take-home income with Young Living, still educating, right? Still sharing life-giving stuff with people, that if I could match my take-home income by the end of the year, that I was going to leave teaching and just continue to build this. And that's what I did. That was in 2012, the 2012-2013 school year. By the end of the year, I had a check that almost exactly matched my teaching check. And I said, all right, I think this is a sign. Hung it up, told administration I wasn't coming back, and have been working from home, building this business, empowering other women mainly, to help take control of their lives and finances, and to help add to their family budget, or maybe even turn it into a full-time income. At this point, we have 70 plus people on our team who are making an extra $1,000 or more a month with their Young Living business. Some of those people have gone on to quit their jobs as well and are making multiple thousands a month. Some are making 10,000 or more a month. And so this Young Living vehicle, right, that you have found yourself in to use these products, and where you've fallen in love with these products, it can also be an abundance vehicle for you, where you can get rid of debt, where maybe it can be that extra money that allows you to take vacations with your family that you weren't able to take before, that allows you to get all of the organic foods that you wanted to, and get all of, you know, the clean, healthy products that you wanted to, that you weren't able to afford before. So I would be remiss if I didn't put this out there to you guys, that there is an opportunity. People need these products. People need what we have in Young Living. So if you would like a copy of that book, just send me a message on Facebook, Andrea Hamner Lehman, Lahman. Hamner is Hamner. And I will get a copy in the mail to you. Let's see. I think we're pretty much at the end there. Here's a few resources for you guys. I know most of you are in the LWN Lifestyle group. You can find tons of education there, looking in the file section and the unit section of that group, using the magnifying glass to search old posts on different topics. Here are some other websites. You might want to take a screenshot or jot some of these down really quickly. I'll highlight seedtoseal.com is fantastic, just so that you get a better picture of why Young Living is so different. You're going to get a glimpse of that more in a class we have coming up. What is Ange, do you have the date of that YL class that we have coming up this month?
Yep, I'm actually teaching that one on the 22nd, Earth Day. We thought that was an appropriate day for YYL on Earth Day. And Erin's teaching Stress, Sleep, and Sadness next Wednesday night.
And then this Saturday.
Yep, this Saturday I'm teaching Oils of Ancient Scripture with my friend Elizabeth. And then on Monday night, the guys are going to teach it. So pretty cool around this Easter time to be revisiting this cool box of oils.
So fun. All right, well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, I feel like I had one more thing to give away. What did I miss? We need to do another giveaway, and we need to announce the last winner, right?
Yep.
So who was the winner of the, say it again?
Okay, which one,
of the mascara.
What were we asking about? Art? Orange Blossom?
We're asking about how many products people put on their body.
Oh, yes. Kim Chartrand. I don't know how to say your name, Kim. Kim C.
Can you spell it for me?
CHARTRENNE.
Okay. All right. Last question. And this is going to be for a Valor deodorant. Your question is, what was your biggest takeaway from tonight? What was something you learned, something you weren't aware of, or maybe something that you just needed to hear again? Yeah, I'll give you a minute on that, and then we're just going to do a live. Ange, we'll just have you draw really quickly. And
sure, no problem.
And we'll close this down.
Cool.
Oh, good. We're ending by 6. That was my goal, for us to end by 6.
Woohoo! Guys, there are tons of classes coming up nearly every day. We know some of you are teaching them yourselves, and that's awesome. I mean, the more information, with all the excitement about thieves being purchased today and all the excitement that's out there, we know that you are educating and teaching people how to change up their lifestyle. Andrea, do you want to say again about how to enter the Detox Your Home product credit winning as well?
Yeah, so we have a post. Do we have it pinned? I don't know if we have it pinned to the top or not, but we can probably make that happen.
It is. It's an announcement. It's pinned at the top.
Okay, So if you go to the pin post in our LWN Lifestyle group, basically all you have to do is take a picture with a product in your home that you are throwing away. So let us see you like throwing that in the trash can, snap a picture of you doing that, and let us know what you're replacing it with. That's all you have to do. Just put that in the comments, and there's already a ton of people who have done it. Put it in the comments, and you will be entered to win one of, I think it's 4 prizes that we're giving away. So super fun. All right, can we choose a winner? Do we have enough comments in there
Yes,
now?
hold on. I got a number. So now I got to do my number call, my number drawing. Let's see. Where do we start? Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Natalie B. Natalie B. You're our winner, Natalie B.
All right, Natalie B. This Bloomquist? Trying to think. What other Natalie B's do I know? I'm back where I can see the comments.
We are serious, Natalie. We are serious.
Are you serious?
Tell us your name. Bloomquist. All right, good.
All right, awesome. You have some Valor soap coming your way, girl. All right, awesome. You guys have a great night. We will see you at the next class on Saturday. How about that? Invite your friends. You guys take care. Bye-bye.